Love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other.
Hey, welcome back. Listen, blow me up real quick. Don't watch me on that little viewer right there. Blow me up. Make me full screen. I'll wait. All right, let's get to work. Today I want to talk about something so special, so beautiful, yet so dark and so sinister and so dangerous that it's claimed more lives than the Holocaust. I'm talking about marriage, my friends. Now, marriage is a beautiful thing, and I think deep down everybody wants that special someone. They want that house with the white picket fence and the dog and the kids and the wife or the husband. And I think it's a beautiful thing if you can make it work. But I'm a numbers guy. Let's look at the statistics. 50% of all marriages end in divorce. What if you were going to go skydiving and they said 50% of those parachutes aren't going to open today? Would you still go? Or how about if you went swimming with sharks and 50% of the people that get off that boat aren't going to make it back on? How would you feel about that? The stats say second marriages are 67%, third marriages are 74%. So each time you do this, it's more likely you will lose. The divorcees are winning. But you decide you're going to ignore the statistics because this one's the one. Now, the first thing she's going to make you do is stop hanging out with me, okay? Because I'm single and I like to do fun things. We can't go camping this weekend. Why? There's a potential there might be some females there. You can no longer be around other females with a single guy. There's a good potential we're going to be sitting around talking about how much fun we had the night before. Wifey doesn't want you to hear that because last night you had to sit around with a bunch of catalogs picking out what color drapes your new house is going to have. In the beginning, you guys sleep butt naked all the time. It's cute. You wake up, your faces are all mashed together like this. You guys are fucking like bunny rabbits. Half the shit in your room is broken because you don't give a fuck. You're dripping sweat on one another. You got each other's bad fucking morning breath in each other's faces. But you love it. This is your wife. This is your husband, right? 5 years later, 10 years later, you notice a change. Now she can't put on enough clothes to go to bed. She's got on granny panties, 3 snuggies, 2 blankets, a winter hat, talking about it's freezing in here. No, baby girl, it's not. It's still 73 degrees on the thermostat just like it was 5 years ago. Well, what changed? I'll tell you what changed. You got married. You're starting to get bored. You're starting to get complacent. You're starting to lose all liveliness. The monotony of the same thing over and over every single day is slowly sucking your soul out of your body. You find yourself on an aluminum ladder at the garage, changing light bulbs, waving to your neighbor, praying to yourself that your wife's going to leave soon so you can go inside and watch some internet porno and jerk one out. Because that's the only action you're getting this week. Seems like just yesterday we were slamming shots and swimming in the lake butt naked with 20 different people at 3 in the morning really living our life. But you can't do that anymore because you can't hang out with me because I'm single and I do fun things. You're married now. Now it seems like your life is consumed with picking out pastel paints at Home Depot and watching fucking Cake Boss on your days off. Sorry I forgot to congratulate you on that one. I'll tell you who I congratulate. The people that decided to get a divorce and not live a dull existence anymore. If your marriage sucks, get out of it. It's a fact that 100% of divorces were caused by shitty marriages. Go ahead, look it up. So if you're in one of those shitty marriages, congratulations to you for having the know-how to get the fuck out of there. Now, because society has turned us into dim-witted followers and the media has turned us into, these people that instead of just living your own fucking life and having your own fucking opinions, you got to turn on the TV and see what would other people do? What would the Kardashians do in this situation? I like to compare us to animals. What would animals do in this situation that aren't influenced by media and society? You ever see a lion in a bad marriage and he gets together with a group of other lions and they talk things out and the other lions give that lion their opinion of what they should do when they get back to the lion's den? Or do they just bust a nut in another fucking lion's back and keep it moving? They look happy to me. I think they got their shit figured out. Maybe that's why we call him the king of the jungle. And we all come from monkeys, right? I've never seen a married couple of gorillas call another married couple and set a marriage play date to get together on Thursday to play Yahtzee and eat quiche and talk about stupid shit ever in the jungle. No, you see a gorilla climb a tree, bang one out, pick his ass, smell it maybe, and then look around and figure out where his next meal is going to come from and get back to business. Maybe they got their shit together and they figured out how to live the easy life instead of worrying about if their fiance or their wife or husband is going to go out and have a beer with his friends tonight. Now, I'm not saying all marriages are bad. And if you're in a good marriage, God bless your heart, all right? Stick it out through thick and thin. Do it the old school way. Make it work, okay? But if you're going to come up to me with your opinion about how great your marriage is, please make sure you've been married for longer than 15 minutes before you chime in with your 2 cents. On the other hand, I did meet a couple that was married for 54 years. 54 long years these guys have been together. And I'm like, you know, this is so beautiful. And the lady gets up and she went to go to the bathroom. I asked them, how do you do it? You know, these days people don't really fight to stay in relationships. It seems like divorce is the answer. They just want to cut all ties and just shoot to a divorce and get on to the next marriage, which is crazy to me anyways. But I asked these guys, you know, how do you do it? And the old guy, he says, whippersnapper, come here. I'm going to tell you a secret. So I leaned in and I said, you know, what's up? And he said, if you want a long-lasting relationship, just deal with the fact you're never going to be right again. And shut the fuck up. When she asks you to do something, it's yes, dear, yes, honey, yes, ma'am. He said he would come home once in a while and just open the door. Yes, ma'am, yes, honey. I think that's why these old people got those shaky heads. They're just used to saying yes, and they can't even fucking help it anymore. Their head just bobs in a yes word direction now. You know the type of people I'm talking about, the ones that walk around, oh yeah, So even in a good marriage, the male of the relationship ends up short-circuiting after a certain amount of time. So I think when they say in your vows, till death do us part, you're actually setting a goal. If you're in a bad marriage, do what you got to do to make it better. Don't talk to all your friends and get everybody else's opinions. Do what makes you happy. If that involves staying in the relationship, that would be my number one thing for you to do is just, you know, stay in the relationship. Make it work. Do it old school. But if you don't see that working, get the fuck out of there. Stop complaining about it, okay? Because even if you do stay in there and you just turn into a yes man, one of these guys, you're going to turn into a fucking robotic troll in the end anyway. So who wins? So most likely you're screwed either way. So marry into some money. Anyways, I got to get going. My inbox is filling up on Facebook with some desperate housewives looking for a good time. So I'm going to go tend to that and keep them kittens purring. Subscribe to the channel. New videos every Monday. We'll see you. Peace.
And marry